Hi, my name is Dawn Evans, and I'm a paparazzi independent consultant. I thought I would just take a little time and tell you why I chose paparazzi. I spent 20 plus years decorating for weddings and events and parties and eventually going into event and wedding planning. And I loved what I did. It was just the absolute most fun organizing, looking at the beauty in it. So I loved it. And I had roughly about 20 years of corporate experience. So I kind of had a little bit of both spectrums. But in 2014, I found myself being faced with kidney failure. And so in 2015, I had to start dialysis. And that was 3 days a week, and it was very, very hard. But it was necessary because it was life sustaining. And I was told that it would take 7 years for me to get a transplant because I had a more rare blood type. So, with a lot of love and support from family and friends and my husband, I was able to get through. But God really blessed, and I ended up with a transplant after 3.5 years. So, July 7th of 2018, I received a new kidney. And I can't tell you how happy that made me. But with that new kidney also came some life changes, what I call new norms. And you begin to learn, well, you should never lift more than 10 pounds. And, well, you're taking steroids now. And, well, you've got to take these anti rejection drugs for the rest of your life. But given the alternative, that was okay. But I found myself falling into a state of depression because it was something I wasn't used to. I didn't quite know how to adjust or handle it. So one day, I am sitting at home and I get a phone call from my last client, the last wedding that I did. And, she started off as a client, but we became friends. And she said, I just wanted to call on you and check on you and see how you were doing. And, I just wanted to tell you how grateful and thankful I was for everything that you did for, my husband and I, our wedding. And just, make sure you were okay. And I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. And we talked for probably about a good hour. And then she said, I always told you I wanted to start a business. And, well, I did. My husband and I, we started a business. And I went, oh, cool. What are you doing? What did you start? And she says, well, have you ever heard of paparazzi? And I went, Papa who? She said, paparazzi. I'm like, what is that? And she said, well, it's jewelry. And all the jewelry's $5. And I said, I think I believe I was somewhere. Somebody showed me. I think. I said, but tell me about it. So she says, well, I'm new, so I don't know a lot. And I have to call my director and I'll text her. So if you've got questions, you can ask me those questions. I'll text her and we'll get the answer back and then we'll both learn. And I said, okay, cool, that's fine. Love it. So we probably text over the next half an hour, 45 minutes, answering my questions. And I said to myself, I said, Dawn, you really do like to dress and you do like jewelry a lot. So, what if you bought this kit and you start wearing the jewelry? If you wear the jewelry, then, well, you got to dress because, jewelry and wearing sweatpants and hoodies is not going to look all that great. And, well, if you dress, then you're going to have to do your hair because, well, if you don't do your hair, then what good does everything else look? And, well, if you're going to do that, you got to do the makeup too. So, the full package, the full picture. So I thought, okay, there's some possibilities. And I saw the financial aspect of it, but I was more interested in what was going on up here. I had to fix this first before I could think about doing anything else. So I said to her, I said, I'm going to order a kit tonight. And she went, what? Yeah, I'm going to order. I'm going to order me a kit. So I ordered me the $99 kit, and at the time, the company was going through this explosion explosion of growth. I mean, like, it was just like growing so fast. I mean, you it was like, oh, we're at 298,000 a day, and well, we're at 305,000 tomorrow. I mean, it was just that big, and the shipping took almost 2 weeks, about right at about 2 weeks, and by the time it got there, I actually had already sold half of my jewelry. And so I picked out the piece that I actually liked the most, and I'm actually wearing that piece because I really liked that piece. And so I thought, okay, I took my little picture that I wanted to have, and I was so excited. I didn't even have a launch party. Now, it's never too late to have a launch party, but I didn't even have a launch party. I was in go mode. And then I thought to myself, well, wait a minute. If it's going to take 2 weeks for shipping, I need to actually order some more jewelry because I'm not going to have any jewelry. And then what am I going to do? And they want you to wear the jewelry. And I was getting very excited because I was wearing this jewelry and I was getting up every morning and I was dressing and I was doing my hair and I was doing my makeup. So I was just feeling so excited and so happy about everything. And then I thought, hey, it had the desired effect. Then my why changed. And you'll find that that happens. You'll start off with one goal and you'll achieve that goal, and then it's time to move on and you go to the next goal. So that's what I did. I said, well, there's some money to be made here. There's some opportunities. So I started looking at really looking at the business and researching hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and doing everything under my power to find out as much information as I could, and how do you make this work, and how does this happen. And I found that things were starting to change. Now, I'm one of those people, I'm a perfectionist. I've got to have certain things certain ways or I just can't do it. And so more of my focus in the beginning was really about getting things set in place, things set up the way I wanted them set up. I knew that I wanted to focus more on the technology side of things, and I wasn't a big technology person, but I at least knew where to go get the information that I needed in order to make that happen. So I spent a lot of time getting things set in place. And in the meantime, I was still selling jewelry because I had my mind set. I wanted to have a really nice boutique in my home, and I wanted to have plenty of jewelry to be able to sell. And so I challenged myself. And the more I challenged myself, the more I would reach a goal. And I think, ooh, okay, let's set the goalpost a little bit further. And then I would reach that and I would go, okay, let me go a little bit further. And then I would reach that. And so I just became very motivated, that I knew, okay, I'm now ready to grow a team and I'm ready to really start just building because I want to do this. And so I ask you, have you challenged yourself? Are you doing what you want to do? Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a single mom? Are you someone who needs additional cash just to make the ends meet? Are you trying to pay a bill, or are you saving up towards something that you want at the end? You've got this goal and you want to get there. Well, paparazzi has afforded me that opportunity. It has given me a chance to do some of the things that I've wanted to do, and some of them weren't even that big. They were just little things that I wanted for myself. But every piece of jewelry that I had on my wall represented $5 bills. So it was just raining $5 bills. And every month, I would order some more of those $5 bills. And every month, I would order more of those $5 bills. And so I challenge you to ask yourself, what is your why? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? And when you know what that why is, I challenge you to do something about it. Because faith without works is dead. And no matter how much you want something, if you don't get up and actually just go and do it, go get it, it's not going to just come to you. It requires some action on your part. So I am challenging you to take some action. Paparazzi offers 3 kits. We're going to call them all starter kits. One is a $99 starter kit, and that comes with 35 pieces of jewelry. Now, worst case scenario, you have 35 pieces of jewelry. But I challenge you to think about that as you've got 35 $5 bills hanging on your wall just waiting on you to pluck them. The second kit that they offer is our small home kit, and that comes with 120 pieces of jewelry. In addition to this, all of our kits come with everything that you need to get started. It comes with the bust, it comes with all the information. You even get your own website that is ready from the day you say, this is what I want to do. Your website is up and ready to go. You can start selling off of that website right then and right there. You do not have to wait. And so that $299 small home kit gives you 120 pieces. That's $600 right there. $600. All you got to do is start plucking those $5 bills off the wall. And our third kit is the large home kit. It's $499, and it comes with 200 pieces of jewelry. Now, you're already in profit mode at 200 pieces of jewelry, because that's 500. You've got $5 times 200. And here's the kicker. When you buy the $499 kit, you automatically get your convention ticket. Now, convention is once a year in July, the end of July, and it's our kickoff to our new year and our kickoff to our new season, the summer season. We're getting prepared for fall, I should say. All you got to do is just reach out there and grab it, because you know what? It's there for the picking. So why not pick some fruit off of that tree? How far you go is up to you. What I love about paparazzi is that I am able to work my schedule according to my time. I still have doctor's appointments that I have to go to and visitor. There's just a lot of things in my life now that are different. And so I have to make those changes. The paparazzi allows me to do that. When I go to the doctor's office, I can take my bag of jewelry with me. Do you know how many times I've gone into the doctor's office and I roll out my jewelry and they're like, "Oh, I want $5. Give me that." Do you know how many times I have just gone somewhere and I saw somebody who just didn't feel, just looked like they were having a bad day, and I said, "Here, honey, let me give you something. I just, something about you just reached out to me and I just want to give you something." And you know what? Every single time I gave something, I got blessed and I got something back. Didn't come from that person, but came from somebody else. Somebody else went, "Ooh, where did you get that? Oh, I like that." So I challenge you to step out of the box. Are there things that you want to achieve? Goals? Are there places that you want to go? If you're willing to put in the work, the effort, the time, I guarantee you, you will get something out. If you put something in, you will get something out. You just have to be willing and have the courage to do it. And if you can do that, then you're the kind of person that I want to be a part of my team. I'm looking for people who want to grow, people who want to achieve goals. Maybe you just need a little bit of a push. Maybe you just need that team behind you that goes, rah, rah, yay, yay, you can do it. Let our team be your rah, rah. Let us help you achieve the goals that you want to. Our team is called Gems and Gents because we don't discriminate. Men are actually some of the absolute best in this business. Why? Because as women, we have a tendency to want men to validate. How many times have you asked your husband, your spouse, your boyfriend, how does this look? What do you think? Well, that's what makes them so good because now the woman is going, well, what do you think? And he's going, oh, I think that looks good. So I challenge you, if you want to get off that wheel and you want to do something that's going to bring you a reward, then I challenge you to click on that button there to join the team. When you click on that, you're going to put in ID number 298202, and we're going to start our journey together. We're going to climb those mountains, and there may be some days when it's hard and when it's tough, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to encourage each other when we need to be encouraged. You won't need it all the time, and I won't need it all the time. But when we do need it, we're there for each other. We're there to help each other achieve our goals. So, thank you for spending this time with me and letting me tell you why I chose paparazzi. And some days I think to myself, paparazzi chose me because I wasn't looking for paparazzi. I didn't even know about paparazzi. But we found each other. And we found each other at a time when I needed to be found. So click on that button down there, join our team, and let's do something together. You have a good evening. Bye.